Yo guys, AJ here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be going over the limited 5-star characters that are going to be coming out in patch 1.2, and we're going to be going over some pros and cons. That way, if you guys are interested in these characters, I can give you some insight on what's happening, as well as give you guys the updated information with these characters to make sure to see if you guys are interested or not. Well, before we get into the video, guys, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys want me to do more informative content. This is gonna be a simple and easy video to understand. You guys can just relax, sit back, and just watch this, do whatever you want. Maybe listen to it in the background while you're at it. That way you guys can find out if you want Jianlea or if you want Zhezhi. Without further ado, let's get into a video. Let's start off with the pros, guys, and then we'll work our way to the cons, and I'll explain thoroughly why the good and the bad about each character. So number one, let's start off with the fact that Jianlea is a main DPS and he's electro. Now this is good if you guys do need a third DPS and you guys need a electro DPS, considering the fact that it's more elemental coverage, guys, and you do need 3 teams for the end game modes like Tower of Adversity. But the main point is, guys, is the fact that he is a main DPS and electro unit. So if you guys are on the hunt for a third DPS, main DPS unit, then you have one right here. Let's go to point 2, the new playstyle. So his new playstyle is going to be the fact that he's going to be the second 5-star main DPS gauntlet user, guys. Now because of this, just like Ling Yang, if you guys notice that every character in Wuthering Waves, essentially, guys, they all play differently from one another. And one thing people don't talk about is how characters feel to play. For instance, Jian's a lot simpler and he feels more comfortable to play, right? Now Zhezhi feels a little bit more floaty, elegant. You have to like work the rotation, right? But it feels nice when you pull it off. But playing those two characters, right, they completely feel different from one another. So with Jianlea, the way I see limited 5-star main DPSs, especially with Ling Yang's playstyle, I kind of see them as rushdown characters from fighting games, guys. And what I mean by that is the fact that these characters are overly aggressive, fast, and just want to beat the opponents down really quick. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jianlea is ridiculously fast and is probably doing some amazing damage. But yeah, having him be a gauntlet user is going to introduce a new play style, something new to just mess around with and do. I can't wait to see his full kit details, so that's going to be amazing when we do get the details and see what he can pull off. Number 3 is going to be Mommy Jianlea synergy. Let's be real, guys, when Jianlea released, everybody simped for this character. She probably is the highest selling banner as of right now, until we see the Jianlea and Zhezhi charts, guys. But you know, Jianlea, I think almost everybody has her. Even I have her, you know what I mean? And I had her because of Calcharo, but like I said, guys, the Jianlea synergy with the lightning DPSs is just going to be monster for Jianlea. He's going to be able to utilize that entire thing. And if they put in his kit to where he just needs to be the main field driver, essentially you just want to constantly use him while he's on the field, then Jianlea's just a perfect teammate. 20% electro buff, plus the fact that she does so much damage out the field is going to be amazing for him. Now let's go over to his cons, guys. And just like the first point for the pros, because he is a main DPS, unfortunately that is also a con. His con is going to be that there's too many main DPSs right now currently in the game. Now guys, a lot of you right now are currently pulling for Zhezhi or Jianlea, or making that decision right now. But who is your first DPS? Do you guys have Calcharo? Do you guys have Encore? Do you guys have Jian? Because a lot of people are in a situation where they're either choosing between Zhezhi, Jianlea, but there's people who are pulling both, plus they already have Jian. If you have your 3 main DPSs right now, guys, then I highly do not recommend pulling for another main DPS. Your resources are limited. You're trying to build a 3-man team comp. So you guys need to be aware that you guys can't level everybody up, right? And even if you did, it's going to take time, and you probably can't progress through the end game because you're leveling up so many different units or spending resources on different units when you could have maximized a singular unit in the game. So number 2, his con is going to be is the fact that Calcharo does exist. Now, because Calcharo does exist, if you guys have Calcharo, if you guys like playing with Calcharo, then the unfortunate reality is there's probably not that much of a real reason to pull for Jianlea out. Even if he does do a little bit more damage than Calcharo, right, guys? It's the fact that it's going to be a waste of pulls considering it is early right now. And you know, sometime in 2.0 or something like that, we're going to get another lightning DPS eventually, maybe 2.0 or 2.5. And I get that is a little while, guys. But like I said, with the power creep in this game, they're not overly power creeping the units that are coming after him. So like, even though Jianlea is an amazing unit, right, guys, she didn't power creep Jian by that much. She did, but power creep him, but not by that much to where it's this huge deal, you know what I mean? So that is a good sign going forward for Kuro Games. So if you guys have Calcharo and like him, you don't have to worry about anything. Number 3 is going to be banner placement. Now this con is important for when we move to the next slide, guys, and talk about Zhezhi, because it means 2 different things for them, and I'm going to explain why. So banner placement is the fact that if you guys are deciding between Jianlea and Jianlea, the unfortunate reality is if you're a light spender or free to play, you're probably going to miss out on this unit just because you probably aren't going to have enough pulls saved up day one, unless you're a new player who missed out on Jian and stuff like that. Then this unit's going to be affordable for you because there's so many pulls left. If you're a light spender or free to play, the unfortunate reality is going to be that you probably can't pull him, and only whales are going to be able to pull him. Now that we've gone over the pros and cons for this, guys, let's move on to Zhezhi. Now, what can we say about Zhezhi? Let's start with the pros for a second. Number 1, thank God, and I think I speak for everybody when I say this, guys, and I genuinely mean this, thank God we're getting another supportive unit in the game. Now, because she is going to be a Glacio support, or an ice support, however you want to say it, guys, she's bringing a new element for the supportive role that we don't have a character in, or at least a limited 5-star in, right? And so we know her potential already, just for pulling value, is through the roof, because support units in gacha games, guys, they are the units that last the longest and give the most benefits long term. Number 2, offensive/defensive support potential. Now, what I mean by this, guys, I know a lot of people can go on the internet and find stuff, guys, but it's not officially confirmed, I want to say, whether Zhezhi is a sub DPS or a healer/shielder. Until we get some official confirmation, I'm not going to label her one or the other and give misinformation. But what I'll do right here for point number 2 is give you guys what benefits there would be, whether she is an offensive support or defensive support. How I see an offensive support is no other than Jianlea, where it's a sub DPS giving huge amount of buffs as well as doing some damage alongside the main DPS. How I see a defensive support unit, I see him as a Verena or Baiji or something like that, but because it's a limited 5-star unit, you know it's probably going to be amazing. So whichever category she falls in, guys, she's going to be good regardless, 100%, because we need these type of units. Number 3 is going to be universal synergy. I just put universal synergy because until we find out what she officially is, she could synergize with everybody. And you may be wondering, AJ, how can she synergize with everybody? Well, let's just say they do release her information, or we do find out her information, and she is a defensive unit like a Verena, like a Baiji. Well, if she's like Verena and she's ice and she's a limited 5-star, not a standard 5-star, then she's probably going to be able to scale with everybody, considering how busted they're going to make her. Because let's be real, guys, in gacha games, they make units powerful than all the other units on purpose for you guys to spend money or get invested and pull on these characters, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to put universal synergy for now. However, if she is an ice Glacio sub DPS, then the biggest benefactors of this for the synergy are going to be characters like Jianlea, probably Jian, just the main DPSs, and Ling Yang. I'm not going to forget Ling Yang, because if she is, like I said, a Glacio sub DPS, you're going to get some sort of universal buff on top of the 20% ice buff for the element that she is. Let's talk about the only con, which is going to be banner placement. Yeah, guys, she only has one con, and it is banner placement. And why this is different than first unit that we talked about is because of the fact that if she is first, guys, then I feel really damn bad for everybody, because then we're gonna have to spend, you know what I mean? Because the reason why I'm saying even just that similar sentence is different, I feel like this is a must pull unit right now going forward. Even though I don't know the kit information, the fact of the matter is, guys, supportive units just last too long. You can go back to any gacha, you can play all the big ones, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, those games, right? Support units value is crazy in there, and they just make everybody's life easier when playing the games. So her banner placement is the only one. If she is second though, and let's say the other first unit, Jianlea, is gonna be first, then there's no con here, guys. This is a must pull unit in my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated on the news and the kit information. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Go in the comment section and let me know, guys, what do you guys think their ultimate is going to be for either character. Be creative and throw an idea out there, because you never know if you're right now. And honestly, guys, I think these units right now, a lot of people said they looked mid, but when their animations come around, because they're coming after Jianlea and Zhezhi, there's a high chance that their animations are insane too, and then they're going to make people want to pull. But yeah, guys, this has been AJ, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.